Shall we start off with defence?
Perfect, good start.
Because it can only go up from here, can't it?
Get me in them defence leaders meetings.
Tell you what, he does well with them.
I back myself that it's a 90. They're wrong, but I'll take it.
Yeah, they are wrong. Dace,
Mark,
we've put it to the fans
be kind.
to rate 6 key categories of your game. Get on Instagram, join the debate, leave some comments. Let's see how the people scored you. And if you disagree, fight your own corner. Shall we start off with...
I will.
Shall we start off with defence?
Perfect, good start.
Because it can only go up from here, can't it?
Good start.
Remember, this is peak DC, okay?
Okay, so you want me to say what I think I was?
I think it feels right if you set your standards, and I will say, there's no debate here, this is what they've said.
Okay, right. I'm no stranger to the fact I don't really enjoy
It wasn't a part of the game
some
you loved.
part of defence.
Yeah.
However, when the whistle went and I stepped over that white line, in some games, I love defending. I generally love defending. And towards the end of my career, I think I enjoyed it a bit more.
Defence isn't just hitting either, is it?
It's not just hitting, it's
No.
reading, it's organising.
Yeah.
If I could put players in front of me to make tackles,
A key element of the game for you.
and I don't have to tackle if I'm in behind,
You don't
that's for me done
you don't
my
waste
job.
that, do you?
No, this
There's a reason.
exactly. That's
There's a reason
why
you're
we're
still
here.
going. Yeah.
So I would say if we're looking at tackling, defending, it's a 70, 75 out of 100 for me.
It's somewhere between 70 and 75.
It is.
Do you know what? You've got the read of these lot because you've got, Danica, defence is 73. Which is not far off, is it?
Do you know what? I would take it if you're putting that into tackles perspective.
Yeah.
I'm making 3 of every 4. I've come out of games before with 7 missed tackles.
You're missing 3 and 10. You're missing 3 and 10, which is fine, isn't it?
Missed 3 and 10 for
One's a half
yeah.
tackle. Missing 2, one's a scrag.
No,
yeah.
you're not picking me for
do you know
my
what
defence.
you do?
Although Steve Borthwick in the last World Cup said one of the main reasons we're bringing you back in was defence.
Defence.
And I was on the phone like, yeah, mate, yeah.
Whatever you say,
He
Steve.
said,
whatever you say.
me and Kev Sinford were talking, you love defending.
Yeah,
I'm like,
love
yeah.
Get
Absolutely
me there.
love it,
Get me
mate.
there.
Get me in them defence leaders meetings.
Somewhere you feel a lot more comfortable. Attack.
Okay. Attack.
All encompassing this. Attack.
All encompassing. It's the reason I still play the game now. It's because the reason I picked up a ball when I was 5. I like to score tries. I like to try things. I like to have the ball in my hands.
Do things a bit differently as well, don't you? You do.
So I'd like to back myself. Is this peak me?
Peak you, yeah. What was peak? Go on. That's another question, isn't it?
It's tricky, mate. Because some people say I'm a bit like a fine wine. I have got better with age.
Peak you. So you're saying this season's peak?
No.
you?
No. Harlequins to my current employers, I'm still flying.
He's
But,
at his peak. He's at his peak.
I think maybe 21, 22, 23, as in the years.
2021. Okay, I thought you meant early.
Which was late on in my career, I think, was some of my... I worked out how I could help the team a bit better. But
Was that sort of past the age of going just ease, tap and go, etc. This, and this, and there's a lot of big plays, but that was when you were attacking on a whole brilliantly.
yeah, I think all-round game, I was a bit better towards the back end. But I always backed myself that attack-wise was one of my main strengths. So
you should.
I'd
Give me a score.
like to see an 87, year of my birth.
I think you've been humble. People at home that rated you 73 for defence have gone 92 for attack.
Okay, that's very kind.
92.
That's very kind, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Very good of them.
Brings up my average a little bit from the defence.
I think it's warranted that. The next category is handling.
Handling.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've got full disclosure, really little hands. So just to put that out there, I get that from my dad.
Very little hands.
These are little hands, right? My
Wet
dad's
ball on a
are
Friday
even
night.
smaller. So
Yeah.
I've always found it quite
Small
hard.
hands than that.
Really small hands.
We should get him on sometime. Have a look at his
Oh,
hands.
it's embarrassing. But handling, I feel like I'm a good passer.
Well, I mean, you've been doing it for a long time, haven't you? How
Done it
many
for a
years?
long time. I
Yeah.
touched the ball. That's why I chose to play scrum half, because you get to touch the ball more than anyone else.
And you've got to
So-
think, like, you've been passing a size 5 since you were 15.
Yeah,
Them
it's still
hands
hard
have
to hold it.
them hands have never been a problem, have they?
No, so I'm What do people give me?
Just
Yeah, it's actually embarrassing.
tell you what, he does well with them, considering
On
them
a wet,
little,
on
those
a
tiny
wet and
little
cold
shovels, I
Friday
know.
night.
That's the
up in
reason
Newcastle.
That's the reason he's never played at
That's why
Newcastle.
I don't
So
play there. Yeah. I have to be 90. I have to be.
it's actually a 94 for handling. So
That's kind.
yeah, well
That's
played.
Thanks, guys. How many of my family members voted for this?
There was weirdly there was a lot. Your dad was
Okay.
in a lot with his tiny hands. Next one is kicking.
Kicking.
Yeah. Now that can again all encompassing for you because we see a variety of kicks from you, don't we?
Yeah.
Most nines this would just be box kicking, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I box kicking. I'll be honest. It was something that I didn't find very natural. I grew up playing a lot of football. The actual technique of box kick is actually quite a hard one to master. I've never mastered it. But the other little bits and kicks and grubbers and crossfield kicks, which I prefer to do.
Yeah.
So I would say
Drop goals in
drop
there.
goals. Yeah.
Numerous. How many have you got in total?
3 internationally
Yeah. Feels like more because we see them a lot from England, don't we? Feels like we.
every year.
Yeah.
They're
They're
on the
always.
anniversary.
yeah,
I specifically messaged them. This was the day against Scotland.
I feel like you've hit 12,
in
honestly.
2009 where I
Yeah.
hit the first
Get it
drop
out
goal.
again. How many for Quins do you reckon you've got?
Yeah, a fair few.
Yeah.
Maybe 7, 8, something like
It's good going that for a
that.
nine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one off the left as well. Practice your skills, kids. So one thing, quick backstory, my dad with the small hands, his one big thing was he hated footballers that could only kick with one foot. So he rolled the ball first to me when I was a kid, and I kicked it back with my left. He rolled it to my brother, and he shriveled round and kicked it back with his right. So he was...
You never spoke to him again.
No, he was done. All of his focus was on me. But no, so I made myself kick both feet. So I always thought,
Yeah.
you can't be a professional rugby player or footballer if you can't kick with either foot.
Yeah.
So I'd hope that they've been kind to say, I back myself that it's a 90.
Well, actually, I don't think they've taken the 15 drop goals into account because this is an 88. So I feel like
Do you know it's going to be the box kick haters in
Yeah,
my career.
they aren't
The
taking
doubters.
they're not taking the chip off the outside of the boot into consideration.
No,
are they?
that's fine.
No.
But 88's a great score.
Yeah.
I'll take it. They're wrong, but I'll take it.
Yeah, they are wrong.
Mm.
Next up is strength.
Okay.
Strength. Remember,
Strength.
it doesn't have to be strength. It can just be.
In terms of 9, is it 9 strength?
Yeah, this is
Backs.
you as a back against
Me
other
as a back.
backs.
Okay, I mean, it's not massively my game, but I'd back myself that on the pitch, I feel like I'm a strong guy.
You don't get shrugged off things, do you?
No, I like to get stuck in every now and then,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be high. So I'm saying,
I would suggest it's probably been as high as you've needed it to be. I don't think it's ever gone
I
off.
think I've been as strong as
weak.
I've needed to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 75.
Well, you obviously look good in kick because they have gone 83. So all those calendar shots you've done over the that's what it is. The
I'll be
calendar
honest,
shots you've done over the years.
It might be the legs because they look all right.
We're not ready for calendar at the moment, are we?
No, we
Not-
probably could come
Do a hits
soon.
looking around the room. There's a hits different calendar coming out. Keep your eyes peeled.
Christmas is coming.
This is an if Christmas is coming actually.
A great stock and film.
And this is an interesting debate now for pace. Final category, pace.
Oh, okay, pace. So I always back myself first 5 or first 10 that I was as fast as anyone.
Yeah, I'd agree. You'd
Back
struggle.
in the day.
Well, I don't think
Back in the day.
it won't go badly now. You would struggle to find someone who could keep up with a Danny Care tap and go. That's what for years, that's what we'd get drilled into us. They get advantage, you know what's going to happen. Get advantage, you know what's going to happen. So, and once you've gone, I think that Quinn's team that just used to go you through the gap, then Minty suddenly offload, Brownie come from nowhere and nick a try, wouldn't he? That's what happened.
We built our whole game on pace and playing with tempo, and that was the thing that I always wanted to bring to any team, was like, I want us to play quicker than the other team. But top end, I'd always get reeled in. So like, I'd always back myself against the sprinters. So like with Ugo, I'd take the mickey out of him saying, you'll never do me over 10. And he'd be like, yeah, but 10 to 90, you're like gone. Because then my back will go and I start running like this. So top end, definitely not up there at the top. But if it's rugby pace, speed through a gap, 90.
So they must have seen that game against Exeter recently because still speed of mind wasn't there, but speed of foot, they have gone 88. I feel like that is harsh.
Okay.
I feel that's harsh for peak DC. I think we need to remember this is peak DC. 88 feels tough.
No, it's fine because it's not like top end. I'm never going to be as fast as a Caden Murley or an Anthony Watson or a Christian
I
Wade.
think that's tough. I think that's hard. I think if we're talking about quick nines, I don't think there's many more in the conversation.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
Hey.
That's cool.
So that's it. That's the 6 categories. Defense 73, attack 92, handling 94, kicking 88, strength 83, and pace, still a bit bitter, 88. Leaves you with a total of 518 or 86%. Danny Kerr.
Okay, 86.
Good score. It's a good score, isn't it?
If I
It's a good
turned the
score.
FIFA card round and saw 86,
Exactly.
I'd be happy. Hopefully, it'd be one of the gold or the silver icon ones as
It
well.
would be. Oh, it would.
The vintage ones.
It really would.
The Gianfranco Zolas of this world. But yeah, I'll take it, Aki. Thanks, guys.